think it's great that they let Ellie learn jujitsu, especially grappling. It gives some justification for how a character of her size would be able to endure like a close combat scenario. Jiu-jitsu is all about leverage. It's one of the best martial arts to learn if you're going to be mismatched in size with your opponent, because it's all about safety management and distance management. So jiu-jitsu says like there's like green and red zones. Okay, and so this is, I think, is going to be important that we need to know. I have family members who took jiu-jitsu, so I learned a lot about it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I got choked out a bunch. So
nice.
In jiu-jitsu, I have no qualifications to talk about this, but it's going to be fun. Basically, they say that in the green zones, you're safe. But in the red zones, the distance from you, you're in trouble if you're in like physical danger. So a green zone would be like if somebody's 5 to 10 feet away from me, that's green, right? They can't reach me. They can't grab me. Jiu-jitsu says another green zone is very close to me because I know how to control the body. So you see her get in on her larger opponent, right? And she uses her small size to her advantage. And so what jiu-jitsu does is says, let's take the things that you're really good at and let's put the opponent in the position in the areas that they're weak, and then let's exploit those over and over again with slow, systematic control. So you see her get her legs in, she gets kind of that hook in, and then she starts working this arm bar, right? And so the whole point of an arm bar, and I think this is so emblematic of her character, and I love that they chose this martial art to include for her, is that the whole point of something like an arm bar is even if you're smaller than someone else, you're not arm wrestling, right? If you and I were to arm wrestle, you would kill me, right? You're a lot stronger than I am. You're a lot stronger than I am. Wade is a lot stronger than I am. Wade would beat me in arm wrestling. But if you had to use your arm, but I got to use my whole body, I would win. Even if I weighed 100 pounds, I would probably win if all you got to use was your arm.
With my arm. That makes sense.
So jiu-jitsu is all about putting their muscle, their small muscle, against your whole body. Notice how she locked his arm in. And she used her whole... She used her whole core to put pressure on his weak spot, that joint there, right? And she held that control. And so you see how she kept him close? Now, she could have hit him. They made a point to talk about you got hit in the face. That's that red zone. So in jiu-jitsu, they say if they're too far away from you, if they can get a punch in, that's a red zone. So you got to keep them really close. So I think a martial arts fighting style that is all about mismatched size and cunning advantage and practice and ruthless execution is a perfect skill set for them to pepper in with Ellie here.
That is very well done, Evan. Like I learned a lot right then. But you're right. I mean, that's exactly what they showed, because it immediately takes her and her smaller stature and turns it into something very believable. So immediately setting the pace for the entire season. That's excellent job,
Super
Evan.
well
That's
done
awesome.
well done by the team there.